In recent days, the controversies surrounding the WBC have shown no signs of dying down. Most notably, the main incident came from the semi-final between Team USA and the Dominican Republic. It was a game of extremely high technical quality, exactly as expected from a matchup between two teams featuring some of the world's top talent. Throughout the game, both teams showed an enormous level of concentration, producing high-quality plays on both offense and defense. On the mound there were pitches of the highest level, on offense there were decisive home runs, and on defense there were also excellent plays. All of it created the atmosphere of truly elite baseball, but for that very reason, the way the game ended left many people even more dissatisfied. The most controversial moment came in the bottom of the ninth inning. At that point, Team USA was leading 2-1, there were already 2 outs, and the Dominican Republic had a runner on third base. Team USA closer Mason Miller faced batter Gerardo Perdomo in an extremely tense at-bat. The matchup went to a full count, and then Miller threw a slider intended to finish the at-bat. The problem was that the slider dropped below the strike zone. Perdomo tracked the ball carefully and believed it was a ball outside the zone. But at the exact moment he thought he had made the right take, home plate umpire Corey Blazer called it a strike. That decision immediately ended the game. According to the pitch tracking display on MLB's game system, Miller's final pitch was clearly below the strike zone. Perdomo reacted to the umpire immediately, but nothing could be changed. What made the moment even more controversial was that the current WBC does not have the ABS system. Therefore, the Dominican Republic had no right to challenge the umpire's decision. As a result, the game ended in a situation that many people believed should have continued. That is exactly why a semi-final considered excellent in quality ended up leaving such a heavy aftertaste because of the way it finished. As for Gerardo Perdomo, he did not hide his frustration. After the game, Perdomo stated that it was 100% a ball outside the strike zone. He even suggested that the umpire himself knew it was outside, but ultimately made a different call anyway. Even so, after everything, Perdomo still tried to remain calm when speaking about the defeat. He admitted it was a very difficult moment, but at the same time said he did not want to view the loss only through that one play. Meanwhile, Juan Soto also publicly expressed his anger at the way the umpiring crew handled the game. The Dominican star said that a series of ball and strike decisions directly affected the team's mentality. In the post-game interview, Soto did not hide his disappointment when he said, "There were too many situations where we felt we were not being treated fairly. When you step into the box not knowing how the strike zone is going to be called, you cannot play to your ability." This statement clearly reflects the core issue in the game, as the inconsistency of the umpiring disrupted the Dominican Republic's rhythm and strategy. When hitters lose trust in the strike zone, they are forced to expand their swing zone, while pitchers also have difficulty adjusting their pitch locations. One expert commented, "Baseball is a game of precision. If the strike zone keeps changing, you are taking away the foundation of fairness in the game." The frustration that built up inning by inning gradually caused the Dominican players to lose focus. Soto said, "We were not just playing against the opponent, we were also fighting decisions we could not control." That partly explains why the team could not maintain its stability in key situations. However, what truly made public opinion explode was Juan Soto's strong statement about his future. He said, "I love MLB, but if things like this keep happening without a clear explanation, I'm not sure I'll want to come back and play." This was a shocking statement, especially since Soto is one of the top stars and one of the most influential players in world baseball. The reaction from fans and experts immediately intensified, with criticism directed at the umpiring crew, especially home plate umpire Corey Blazer. Under growing pressure, Blazer was forced to admit his mistake. He said, after reviewing the game, "I realized there were some situations where my decisions were not truly accurate. I take full responsibility for that, and apologize to the players." That apology somewhat eased the situation, but at the same time raised bigger questions about the quality of officiating at the highest level. Meanwhile, the tournament organizers began considering disciplinary measures against Corey Blazer. Some sources reported that the possibility of him being banned from working major games in the future, or even facing more severe punishment, was under discussion. A representative of the organizers said, "We are evaluating the entire situation very carefully. The goal is to ensure transparency and maintain fairness in the tournament. From a broader perspective, this incident is not just the story of one game, but also raises a bigger issue about trust in modern baseball. When a star like Juan Soto publicly questions the fairness of a game, it shows that trust in the system is being shaken. This is also a warning that baseball needs stronger improvements, from technology to assist umpires to post-game review procedures. At the moment, all attention is focused on the organizer's final conclusion. But no matter what the outcome is, these controversies will surely continue to be remembered as one of the biggest flashpoints of this year's World Baseball Classic. Even Jeff Passan, ESPN's well-known writer, reacted very strongly after the game. On his personal social media account, he wrote bluntly that a game like that should not have ended that way, and called it shameful. Passan said that the WBC semifinal between the United States and the Dominican Republic had been a showcase of elite baseball, but in the end it was spoiled by a series of controversial decisions. Through that, he expressed deep regret that such a high-quality matchup left behind such a heavy feeling. Meanwhile, despite losing in such an unjust way, the Dominican Republic coaching staff did not let emotions explode in a way that pushed things further. Instead, they chose to accept the result with calmness and restraint. Manager Albert Pujols clearly showed that spirit in the official post-game press conference. He said that he did not want to focus only on the final pitch. According to Pujols, it was a wonderful game between two very strong teams, and he felt truly proud of the players who represented the Dominican Republic in this tournament. He said that perhaps this year's title was simply not meant for his team, but that was not because they were poorly prepared or did not work hard enough. When asked whether the result might have changed if the game had gone into extra innings, Pujols still kept the same calm tone in his response. He admitted that the way the game ended was truly disappointing, but he did not want to criticize anything. According to him, the Dominican Republic was simply unlucky at that exact moment. Pujols also emphasized once again that he did not want everything both teams had created throughout the game to be reduced to one controversial final pitch. Through the way he spoke, he showed that he wanted to protect the value of the entire game, rather than letting the controversy overshadow the meaning of a major matchup. Nelson Cruz, who serves as the general manager of the Dominican Republic team, also chose to view the controversial moment as part of the game when speaking with reporter Jeff Passan. He said that sometimes results can be decided by a difference of only a few inches, and this time his team had fallen into exactly that situation. Cruz expressed hope that in the coming years, when the automatic ball strike system is implemented, teams will be able to request reviews or challenges in similar situations to avoid controversies like this one. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with the biggest MLB fan you know.